what tip would you give other customers that are planning their BC implementation or upgrade?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I really think it boils down to three things. Make your company excited about these new features. A lot of people in the industry, they get nervous when you start talking about making change. But for, I'd say, the year leading up to our first upgrade, I would say, Nav can't do that, but once we migrate to Business Central, you don't have to worry about that anymore. And I think people got tired of me saying that so frequently.
Yeah.
I did. I got the entire company very excited about making this change, going through this upgrade process. So first, get your company excited. The other is making sure that you have an upgrade team internally.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the same people performing those tests every single time that you do an upgrade or an implementation, there is, it gets hard to train someone new every time you do that. But when
Yeah.
you have, a core group of people that are just dedicated to running through that test plan that you create, we can knock this out now in like 2 or 3 hours, which
Well,
is kind of unheard of for a company to do these major upgrades twice a year and just to knock them out in a few hours.
yeah.
So, once that system's ready and we go through that test plan, just because we have the same people doing it, it makes it very easy.
Yeah.
And then finally, I would say make sure you get current on your Nav or Business Central environment and stay current too, because jumping major versions gets to be very, very difficult when you have to go through that process. So going from, Nav 2017 to Business Central 20, there was such a huge gap there. There was a lot more legwork that we had to do
Hmm.
to make sure that this was a successful implementation or
Yeah.
or upgrade. And now that we are current and we have been staying current, this is essentially a non-event for a company. I do these twice a year, going from major version to major version, and we have no issues. And, I think it really just comes down to the fact that, now that we're just doing these, they're called major upgrades, but to us, they're pretty minor. It just makes the whole thing so much easier.
Yeah.
And at this point, our management team doesn't really mind that we do these upgrades just because they don't have to worry about, data loss or, business operations being impacted or anything like that. It all just, they know it works. We have a tried and true system, so it's not really an issue for us anymore. So definitely make sure that once you are current, don't think that you can wait another 10 years to do another major upgrade. Just stay
Yeah.
current. Microsoft's making it so easy for you to do that now. So
Yeah.